Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my video. First off, I want to give my creator all the honor, glory, and praise, and Jesus Christ, which he is the creator. I want to thank him for his plan of salvation and give him all the honor, glory, and praise too. So, okay, I want to do this video. All right. I want to show y'all this lady, this Susan Inspired is the name of this channel. She's let me close this out right quick. She does that Schumann resonance. You know, she keeps up with that because this is our magnetic field, and this is what she's done here is she turned it upside down and she mirrored it. And right in here, there's a face of a king. It's got a crown on, and there's some other things going on behind it. I don't know. There's some other. Have you ever seen them totems? And y'all see this symbol right here, like it's a symbol like New Orleans Saints, that saint symbol. But there's a king right here, and this has showed up in the Schumann resonance, our electromagnetic field. And I thought that was pretty interesting. But it's kind of going to go along with this story here. Okay, let me get started here. Okay, first off, I want to remind people this is about this comets, because that's coming in. I mean, they're coming in fast, and this is the Conception comet. I'm going to talk a little bit about it first. It was E1 2017 C. I said it backwards, but all right. On September 23rd, 2017, a sign appeared in the heavens. That what happened was, let me read the scripture first. Revelation 12. And if y'all want to research this, I mean, it's very interesting because this did happen. This is a Bible unfolding before our very eyes. A great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to right here. Okay, what happened was here, this comet came in 2016. It goes right through the womb of Virgo. We're all born from this womb of Virgo. This is really, I guess you could call Israel. And a comet come right through here and went through her womb. It was 2016. Then the star Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, they call it, goes into the womb there and retrogrades for like 9 months, goes back and forth in the womb. And all what happened, there's 3 stars coming here, Mercury, Venus, and Mars comes in here, and there's 9 stars, main stars in the constellation of Leo, the line of the tribe of Judah. Well, they come line up right. Let me see if I can find that picture right quick. Okay, here it is. Mercury, Mars, and Venus come in and create a total of 12 stars. Then Jupiter retrogrades in there, you know, the king. And some people say that's a sign of Jesus, was a sign of Jesus, but I'm saying it was a sign of Elijah. That's what this was, because he's coming. Jesus said, "I'll send Elijah before the great and dreadful day of the Lord." That's in the Old Testament and the New Testament, you know. So, I mean, why would John Revelator seeing what was happening in Revelation at the end of time, not when Jesus was here, but at the end, he was seeing the future. So that's what happened. That fulfilled that Bible verse right there. There's E1, Elijah 1, the conception. comes in there. Goes through that one right before Jupiter goes in retrogrades for period, the gestation period of like a child being born. So this is the Bible scripture unfolding before our eyes. I started out as 5 years old, really knowing him, starting to think about God and all that, why I was here and all that stuff. And I had a lot of encounters when I was 5 and 6 years old with supernatural things that just didn't, I seen a light in a mirror reflecting in the middle of the night. But anyway, if y'all heard my videos, you've heard about that. But I was just going to, because there's some comments coming in here. And okay, there's a comment called BU. Let me find it right quick. All right. On March 5th, K2 comments coming in right here at the midnight hour on this is a constellation in the sky, the clock. And BB, K2, and then this ZTF comment's going to do that right there. It's making a symbol. It's like a torus field. It's showing us that the end is here. This clock is set on 10:10. Well, this is like, there's a lot of information in the Bible about some type and symbolism of the midnight hour. And I was born at 11:55 on September the 8th, right? And that's called the midnight hour, really. So this kind of goes along with what I'm going to talk about, these comets. All right, there's BB. If you read it like they do, because they use the number system. They put 2 letters and it's numbers like B's number 2 and B's 22, like that's the number of God, BB 22. All right. Now let's get here to these comments. Let me close out some of these tabs. Okay, now we all know the spells that they cast. If you go look, I got a playlist, I think, on Elijah and the spells they've got cast on him. But NASA, just say, for instance, these people are they doing rituals. NASA in the Hebrew means to beguile, to deceive, to deceive. That's what NASA means. That's okay, right now, there's a ZTF comment right there. I'm saying this is for Elijah 3 because Elijah's done came twice and he's got to come again. So I'm saying they named this the E for Elijah because the next comment's coming up is really significant. Nobody's seen it. Nobody's done a video on this one yet. And I just think it's meant for me to give the video. So what I'm going to do is close out some of these tabs right quick. NASA, we know NASA is a deceiver, but they do stuff. There was a comet called LNN, gone and should be forgotten. See, this is how they do their rituals. They're telling you, NASA says comet LNN is gone and should be forgotten. They want it completely. They don't want you knowing about this comet. LNN. If y'all look at research that out, you'll see. Do a little study on it. Say doomsday comet LNN zips by Earth in pieces. LNN. And I'm saying these E's like it's ELENIN. L, like Elohim. And they're naming these comets. They're not putting the full name. They're just abbreviating them. So they don't want you to really know the whole truth. So I'm going to show what I believe they're doing. I believe they're showing us the end. I believe that September 23rd sign was the sign of the Son of Man. That's what the Bible said was coming, the sign of the Son of Man. Okay, here's another ritual. They use, I mean, yeah, these, y'all see these rockets here, what they look like? A phallic symbol. What happens, this here is Blue Origin by Jeff Bezos. This goes up and the top pops off and this parachutes back to the ground while this other just goes crazy. It falls back to the ground. They don't, so it's a ritual. Blue Origin, the New Shepherd, that's the name of this whole thing. These rockets are called Blue Shepherd. I mean, New Shepherd. So you see what they're doing. It's a ritual, just like NASA. And so, all right, I want to show you another ritual. I catch these rituals. I see them as soon as they pop up. I see they're a ritual. I don't like this new internet because of it don't hold the page up. All right, Malachi, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet. All right, I'm gonna go to my history. Y'all have to bear with me on this one here. I've done this video 3 times. This is my 3rd time doing it because I couldn't hear the sound. Then I got me a mic plugged into my computer, and hopefully it's gonna work this time. Let's see. I just done a video here not too long ago about that Shroud of Turin, and this was a rocket that just happened. The thing that's a new company. I mean, these companies are popping up everywhere because they're doing the rituals. I mean, they're making. I can't get my computer to act right. Maybe it'll show up this time.
For the last few months, we
Okay, I'm
have
gonna
been
play this little
watching
video
from
for y'all.
afar as
It's called
ABL Space Systems prepare for the
ABL. Like
maiden launch
when I
of
done
their
that,
AS-1 rocket
that was
from
the
the
type of
scenic
blood
Kodiak
on that
spaceport
shroud
in
was AB
Alaska.
blood,
They've
which
been
is
pretty
BA.
secretive
Then it's
about it,
got
and there
L
have
like
been
EL
several
on there.
attempts which were
All right.
ultimately shut down. But this week, they made a launch attempt and actually
I got
released
my
this
sound off,
footage.
so this rocket goes up. It
Unfortunately,
don't
they
make it
only
very
gave us a
far.
very
And I'm
small
gonna show you how
clip
the
because
ritual is
apparently
performed
the
on
rocket
this.
only flew
How
for
this
a
is a
few
ritual.
seconds. We're not clear on how few seconds, so I did some analysis. I looked at how fast the rocket
And y'all know I've done
accelerated
some
off the pad
information
in
on
about
number 88
1.2 G.
here
I
not
checked
too
this
long
other
ago.
image they released, and knowing the length of the rocket was 88 feet, I was able to conclude.
All right. This guy was trying to supposedly figure out when it malfunctioned and it fell apart. 88 feet and 453 feet. That 453 in the Hebrew is Elijah. And that 88 is a Eliyahu, definition Elijah. So that's 453. Okay, that's what it means in the Hebrew. And then there was 88 here somewhere. 88, representative of the swastika. That's what Donald Trump, that's the reason he's doing that, because it's part of the whole ritual. Okay. And LNN, that comment means hammer of God. Well, that one comment means the hammer of God. Um, L means, what does L mean in the Bible? It means God. So y'all see how they're using the E's and the L's all the time in their rituals. And LNN means hammer of God, that one comment. So Elijah was kind of the hammer of God too, you know, representative of it. Because when we're here on this earth, we have to, you know, that as above, so below, as in heaven, as on earth, is what that means. And the war is going on in the heavens, and then it reflects down to the earth in us. So we're representatives of what's being fought out in the heavens is showing down here on this earth. That's why this place is so evil, you know. And these rulers, man, they don't want to let go of this place. I'm ready to get going out of this place. So I think it's coming soon. I'm gonna go over this I pet goat just for this I pet goat ritual. Okay.
Take a look at this
It's going to be a
document.
commercial. Let me
If
get
you're
rid of
retired
that.
or nearing retirement, then the contents of this document could change your financial future.
And I'm just going to stop it at, I'm going to let it play out here just for a little bit, and I'll just kind of quickly go over this, what I see in it. This goat's got a barcode on his head like the mark of the beast, and he's going reversing in time, and his eyes got time swirls in them. Now, this in an anagram says got to get to, if you change these words around, got to get to Gemini. That's a symbol for Gemini. The twins, the god Janus, the two-faced god is what one of the symbolism is for the Gemini. Got to get to Gemini. Donald Trump's a Gemini, the ruler of the world. That's George Bush. He's in on the ritual. That 9/11 was a ritual. Muslims didn't hit them towers with planes. All right. Y'all see the snowflakes on the wall? This is all about frequency, because it's when it hits the earth, when the snow hits the earth and it covers the earth, it slows down our sound. And we're created from sound. We're created from a word. And they're wanting to lower our frequency so all this can't take place. And he's got a Baphomet star he's dancing in. They're telling you the truth. You know, a corrupt form of it. But all right. They got some stuff there on chalkboard. I'm not going to go over all that, any of that much, but hopefully I can stop it in the right place here. All right. Y'all seen that? Okay, right here. There's the red dragon. Here's what happened in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve, well, y'all see this F minus, it's F minus, equal minus F. That's frequency. That's a symbol for frequency. It's kind of covered up everybody's arm, and he's doing the Satan symbol with his fingers there. He's a witch, big time. He's in it big. He was skull and bones and all that stuff, old Bush. But what happened when Satan planted his seed? Somehow Satan had a seed, because the scriptures, the seed of the woman shall crush your head and you will strike his heel. That's what the original says. And this is the symbol of the red dragon, not the. I think there's more like dragon characters up in the sky, but I don't think they're all. I mean, there's some bad and some good. But y'all see this right here? Here it goes to the twins again, but this isn't a heart. It's showing you that Janus again. I think it shows something else, but and I've done some videos on that. But so what happened? It gave us kind of a dual way of thinking, a dual nature way of thinking. Was whenever Satan, his seed got corrupt in man and corrupted man, because Adam and Eve couldn't see evil, and as far as that goes, I don't even think Eve was. She might not have been the first woman. I think the first woman was named Lilith, Adam's first wife, that was created at the same time. Now this I can't say for sure. I'm just saying I've researched it out, and it looks possible, even in the scriptures, that there was that God made Adam and the woman out of the dirt. The Bible, they took out a lot of stuff out of the Bible, y'all. The rabbis and them have a lot of that information. There's a lot of things going on like that. So we don't know the whole truth. We just have to piece it together. And I don't like puzzles, but I'm in one of the biggest puzzles. I have. My life's been a puzzle. And I'm at the end of finishing this puzzle. I really am. And we're going with this right here, but there's just kind of there's some things on the chalkboard, and you see there's things in there you can't see right now, but he's showing you he's possessed by a devil. Y'all remember that movie, The Exorcist? George Bush is just doing that. He's showing you he's possessed by a devil. And there's Obama. Some say he's Antichrist. He may be. I don't know. There's 101 on that chalkboard, but this is that Revelation 12 sign. The woman clothed, see this, she's in the sun, and she's about to give birth. This apple represents Jupiter because it's got a yellow spot on it. But I want to show you how that they're telling you it's 2023. This is like the months of the year, represents the 12 stars. I'll show you how this works. There's January, February. In February, you see how this melts together to March. And April's by the Easter Bunny. May and June. So there's Donald Trump with his little hand sign down. It shows you his hair and everything. And then it goes on over here and it shows you the twins again. There's and I believe this here stands for. There's two meanings of this. There's a positive and a negative of this film. But it's showing you two twins joined together again. Donald Trump's well, I ain't gonna say some of that. I'm gonna leave out for now. All right, she goes. All right, see that orange spot on that apple? It goes over there, and they say that's Obama's boot, but there's C7. That's 3-7. That's what that. There's a chess game. They've got something like about this one here, which is probably right too, but I'd say they're saying this is a C and a 7. 3 sevens. That's what that means. Elijah is the third, number 7 coming the third time. There he's born. There's a crown. And it scares Obama. See, it worries him about this Elijah fellow being born. There's 23 right there on that. Actually says Donald 23. That's what it says when some people decode. There's a fake twin tower. See, it's for DNA. That looks like a woman body, and that's another. There's twin towers going down. All right. There's that little Death of Destruction character. Antichrist is coming, being born. His spirit's coming to him. It'll show you in a minute when he comes through time. He's going to travel through time and come into this guy. And right here, I'll show you this. I think that represents Sirius, the dog star. It looks like a dog's head, kind of, And then there's a Star of David under the Statue of Liberty. And I'll show you this time portal. This right there, y'all see that swirl? There was a portal opened up there or closed off. Now what they're going to show you next is a little baby being born. The Revelation 12 sign. They corrupt this little baby. The government of this world corrupts this little baby that's been born. I'll show you right here how they're doing it. See down there, there's needles and pills that they've tried to change this. You know what? They tried to stop him from, being woke up by God. Okay. And that's all got to do with those comets too. It's showing you those comets. I'm kind of showing you a picture of. He sees a priest. He's a king priest. What this guy is. Elijah is a king priest, like the order of Melchizedek. You know who Melchizedek was? There was a Levitical priesthood, and then there was like Enoch, Melchizedek. That was a different type of priesthood. They were king priests. They run the world or run a country. Plus they were priests. This guy's got he's got a priest outfit on. That's a priest. And he's a blue blood. They call blue blood. But you've heard so much stuff about those blue bloods. They made it out to be. Hey, that looks like a place upside down, a temple. Our bodies are the temple now. Now there's going to be a solar flash happen someday, a great one. And I believe it'll be at midnight, because I'll show you why. The Bible is full of midnight hour stuff. Some of this stuff here I didn't really put a lot into it, trying to research it out. But the other people has. There's several people decoded this, their way of thinking and stuff. And some of them got some really good information. The Bible talks about fish, 153 fish. Jesus caught he fed with 153 fish. Elijah's finally getting up. They've put so much stuff in him. All right, there's where the Antichrist comes through the time travel. Those are time doors. They were portals. And he comes into this, maybe a clone person. I ain't saying for sure it's Donald Trump, but he's in on it. This is the destroyer, Sheba, doing all that. All these little fish are getting in the boat with the Antichrist. He's deceiving the church right there. That's what that means. That as he's waking up, he's deceiving the church, and they don't even know it. God says the very elect will be deceived if they're, if he don't intervene in time. The very elect would be deceived by this, because Satan has like a 2,000 IQ, where we're lucky if we get 150. He's way more cunning. He's more subtle than any beast in the field. He's way more smarter than humans in our human way of thinking. But he's deceiving the church right there. That's what that is. The church and the fish. And I think that's all I'm going to play on that. Well, I was going to show you one other thing here. I was going to show you the midnight hour right here. Maybe I'll mention it already. Antichrist is rising, and y'all know all the businesses that were lost late Joe Cook. What just happened in this world last couple of years. People in them suits are like businessmen, and when the Antichrist rises, he destroys these all these businesses. And there's many, many, many places that have been shut down. Businesses. Alright, now right here, this is the midnight hour. I'll try to stop it on this, it's so fast so you can see it's nighttime out there right now. And right here, the flash, the solar, X-ray flare, whatever it is, the plasma apocalypse, some call it. And if you'll notice, they made his nose have a flat nose. That's the Elvis Presley nose. That's the Statue of Liberty nose. That's the Donald Trump nose right there. The flat-looking nose. That's the reason they done that like that. Because he does kind of have that Elvis Presley look. The Statue of Liberty look. If you look at that Statue of Liberty, they're showing you that right there. Okay. I'm going to get back to these comments now. Enki. We're going to go to Enki. Enki was the one who wrote the Ten Commandments. Enki. That was a Sumerian name for God, Jesus Christ, Enki. A lot of people says no, but it's Sumerian god of water. And then it goes on to tell how he's is the creator God, and God is just a title. The word God is just a title. God had names. Anu was one of his names in the beginning. A-N or A-N-U, like the Anunnaki. Those angels that fell were Anunnaki, just like all the angels were Anunnaki, but some of them fell in the beginning. But Enki was the main God, the only one true God, E-A. Like, this is like Adam and Eve in a kind of a way, but E-A or Ea or Enki. So God has different names. When you research it out, you'll see that, stuff's been hid from us, okay? Enki. I've showed you L&M Comet, the Conception Comet, the ZTF Comet, the one that's going to strike the midnight hour. And now I brought up the name Enki. Okay. Take me just a second to find this right here, but all right. Okay. Enki. There's the comet Enki. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about this one. Enki is the and right now Enki is in the judgment, the scales of judgment, right there, Enki. So they're not telling you all this. I'm the only one that's even seen this Enki one that I know of that's put it on YouTube. Somebody else might have, but it's in the constellation of the scales of justice. It's going to go through, and this Enki, when you track it, I'm not going to track it on here. Y'all can go, if you want to research it, go track this Enki out, because every constellation that it hits on a new moon with like 4 conjunctions at a time. This Enki is God, the comet. That's what, they're telling you the story. God says there'll be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. And, these comets are telling us a story, and it's of the end. And I'm going to see if I can get this to advance just one constellation. Let me go a month. See, it's still in Libra. It goes up to Virgo, pointing up to the pregnancy. Enki goes up to Virgo, then it comes back down and goes back into Libra, like the judgment is coming. See it? There it's went into the constellation of Virgo, and now it's heading back to Libra, to the scales. It's telling you the judge is coming. And when it gets right over here at the gateway of the Golden Gate of Heaven, there's a new moon. This just happened. The sun, new moon, and that comet Enki is at the doorway of heaven, the Golden Gate to heaven. So it's, when you research this out, it's quite fascinating. It really is. It's telling us what's happening. And I just thought that I need to do a video on this. Y'all might can speed up my, speed up like to 1.25 or 1.5, the sound up, since I kind of went slow on this one. And you'll hear all the information. So anyway, this is quite fascinating, because Enki is, nobody's even talking about this one here. And I thought it needed to be talked about because that was God's name, Enki. It was E-N-K-I, and it's got something to do with the feminine aspect of God. That word Enki, I don't know really a lot about that. I've just studied it, but there is a feminine aspect to God. It's in his name, YHVH. It really more like companions, what it is, I believe. It's a feminine aspect of the Spirit of God that's in the Spirit of God, because God is light. There's nothing can get above the light. If the light goes all the way, nothing can get at the end of this light. That is El Elyon. That's the name of the Most High, El Elyon, and it's pure light. Nothing is above that light, or nothing can get above it, or nothing can go to the ends of it, because it's a continual light that makes a circle, you might say. And so the evil rulers of this world, they just think somehow they're going to contain that light, but they're bad mistaken. I don't thank y'all for coming to this video. I hope everyone has a great day.